I'm David, or 1davidj. I'm going to be running F0X here, and I'm actually going to be running the expansion kit as well, which is something that was only available for the N64 disk drive, which was only ever released in Japan. We'll talk about that a little more, but first we can explain my couch here.
Yeah, hello, I'm Shenanagans. I'm licensed to drive in Ohio.
Hello, I'm Drakodan. I'm not licensed to drive in Ohio or anywhere else in the United States.
I'm pearstrike and sing.
Yeah, so none of these guys have ever touched this game before, because nobody at this event has except for me, but it's fine.
I've touched GX, but not this game.
Yeah. So I'm going to be running time attack of all courses, basically going through, including the two disk drive cups that are only available for the expansion kit. I'm just going to be going in order, so I'll start with Mute City here, actually. And I'm going to be using Night Thunder, mostly Bloodhawk for most of it, but I can give a countdown and get started if you guys are ready. So 3, 2, 1, go. So first, starting off with Mute City here. First thing we're going to do, like any good racing game, is drive it to the wall. And the reason for that is I'm going to be doing this drifting a lot, which causes me to gain speed. And if you do it into a wall, then you can maintain a drifting angle while driving straight. So the cost of energy, we could do that. Something that's important with all the 3D F-Zeros is that your energy is your boost and your health. So starting on lap 2, we gain access to boost power, which allows us to expend some of our energy for boost. So as soon as I get onto lap 2, I'll be doing that. And it kind of makes like a risk reward where we have to watch our energy, because if it gets too low, we hit a wall, then we'll die. But it's necessary for going fast. So this course is fairly basic. It's starting off a little bit of a loop, and kind of gets a chance to see most of the course. So those boost panels on the ground give a boost without me having to expend any myself. So drifting is like a pretty important part of this game. The way that the speed works is kind of weird. It only gains speed up to a certain point. So I'll drift when I'm going slower, but if I'm going like full boosting speed up to like roughly 1,400 kilometers an hour, then I'll basically be grip driving instead, which is what I'm doing right now. Grip is also super finicky in this game, especially because my settings are max acceleration, so my turns will be super slight, and there's a bunch of stuff I have to do to try and maintain grip as I'm taking turns, but it's hard to maintain like perfect driving lines as a result, so that's always something we have to worry about.
Yeah, you said the majority of this run is going to be with Night Thunder and Bloodhawk. My understanding is that the boost and poor grip is king for going fast in this game.
So the main thing actually specifically is the grip. We want it to be low, because the lower your grip is, the more speed you can get from drifting. So this is Bloodhawk, or on the Japanese version it's the Hellhawk. They changed the name in the English version. So the only difference between this and Night Thunder is that this is a little bit lighter, so it gets a little bit more speed from dives and has a little bit higher acceleration, but the Night Thunder has a little bit better top speed and like max speed when drifting. So Hellhawk will be used for most of the courses, but there's a few we'll be using Night Thunder. So this is Silence. It's basically a fully straight course, but we still make use of sliding anyway. Mostly because there's a dive I'm going to go for at the end, which could kill me. There's a lot of places to die in this run. I will probably die a lot. My estimate accounts for that, but I'm just calling it out ahead of time. So if I drift into this wall, and I land it, cool. So the course is like twisting like this, and there's a part there where basically the course is coming out from being roughly sideways. And so by lifting into that wall, as it's turning away, then I get a lift off and I can dive basically back down to the course to get a little bit of extra speed. And I can do it again on lap 3, but I'm not going to go for it. Let's finish out here. So that was Silence. I'm going to be moving on next to Sand Ocean 1. This is one of the courses I'm going to be using a non-sliding style, grip-based style. So this vehicle, Twin Narita, has a C grip, and it's a little bit lighter than the Bloodhawk, which makes it basically the best for these grip driving styles. And the reason for that is there's not really enough places on this course to drift in order to offset the advantage I would get from having a higher max speed. There's a little dive I can do out of this pipe. It's called the double tap dive. Basically, if you're in the air and you're turned sideways, you can side attack back down to the ground to get a bunch of extra speed. It's like pretty precise, and I'll be setting up some big ones later, but you can do like little micro ones out of these pipes. And it picks up a lot of speed.
Who are these guys called again?
Oh yeah, the drivers I'm using right now, Gomar and Shio.
These guys are old.
Yeah.
Tell us the lore.
I've got a
Lore.
I've got a they're partners for life, basically like best friends for life, and they drive this duo vehicle, which is pretty neat. It handles the same as anything else, but the idea is that they're co-op drivers.
There should be like a 2 controller modes when you use these drivers.
Yeah, it's true.
It's kind of unfair if you think about it. They get 2 heads, while everyone else only gets 1.
I mean, 2 brains trying to drive the same car would be pretty hard.
Yeah, but if you have one controlling one on the gas pedal and one on the steering, obviously there's no way they could
The gas pedal just go.
We could do 2 players, 1 controller right now. Just let us, one of us, control.
There's no way that could go wrong.
No, it wouldn't. What's this guy's name again?
Silver Neil.
Oh, Silver. Yeah, that's right.
So Devil's Forest. So a lot of the courses in Jack Cup are relatively basic. So it's kind of a good chance to show off the core mechanics of the game before it starts getting to some of the more crazy stuff that I'll be doing later. But a lot of this course is just about like clean driving and trying to get an optimal speed from the drifts, and then maintaining that speed and taking clean driving lines. Normally when you think of racing games, you think of like, perfect driving lines and optimal angles around corners and stuff like that. And while that matters in this game, there's a lot of stuff that makes such a big difference in terms of speed gain and loss that it's not always the most important thing. Like the acceleration you get during a good boost drift is huge. So getting like optimal speed from a boost drift is usually more important than cutting the corner as tightly as possible if you have to make a trade-off.
You also have like the health element in this game, which is not in like every racing game.
Yeah, you have to like really think about where to boost, and then like you get punished pretty hard from hitting walls because not only do you lose speed a little bit when you touch walls, but then you also lose energy, which will cause you to be able to boost less later on. This is actually something to consider on a couple courses. You can optionally take a vehicle with a little bit better body if it's a course you're likely to crash into walls a bunch, just to basically help you keep a little energy as you hit walls. Because some courses where you do like huge dives, fall it into a corner, and it's pretty infeasible to handle the turn perfectly every time.
Yeah, I've always appreciated how much F-Zero like breaks the general racing game mold, where normally you just want to maintain top speed and make as few mistakes as possible. But in this, it's exceed your top speed as much as possible and see how far you can push it.
Yeah. So Big Blue here, I'm going to be doing a little skip here at the start. Actually, a sizable skip. Just going to kind of drift into the air and float. And
stuff like this as well, yeah.
And then dive back down onto the course.
Hey.
Speaking of breaking the mold,
yeah, and this is a vehicle I use only on this one course. It's a little bit lighter than the Bloodhawk. It's got a little bit better drifting than the Twin Narita, so it's kind of a nice mix for exactly what I'm going for here. You can also do like little dives off of pipes, since when you're on the pipe, if you're close enough to it, you kind of attach to it locally. But if you get far enough away, then you snap off and get onto global gravity again. Yeah, so there's some checkpoints there. So if you don't go far enough forward before you go for the dive, then you'll miss it, and then you'll just fall off and die. So
his death yell was pretty good.
yeah,
I heard that.
at least we get to hear Big Blue some more.
Yeah, we know this track. We played a game with this track in it.
Yeah. I've actually seen this skip in Smash Bros. Before.
Yeah, this is in the adventure mode when you have to run down the track.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that
If the cars chased you like this, it'd be way harder.
Actually, it'd be easier because you'd just be on the track and they wouldn't even like touch you.
Yeah,
Well,
but
they
you were
would
trying to
snipe you out of
jump.
nowhere.
Yeah, you're trying to jump and you get hit by a thing.
There you go.
Yeah, I feel like this is like one of those games where there's going to be strats that you might die, but it's worth going for them because they
Yeah.
save so much time if you get the strat.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and
they take up
in like a
enough.
real-time setting, you kind of have to make some of these considerations as far as strats. Like I think for here, I'll just kind of continue out what the course looks like normally if you're driving. And usually you just kind of want to hit as many of these boosters as possible and maintain clean driving lines around the cylinder. It's really hard if you don't handle the cylinder directly, then it'll launch you off like that and you can lose all your speed. But this game, I think, really shines in like a person or like individual time attack level. This is what I spend most of my time doing. So I'm looking at this run more as like a general tech showcase. So if I die a little bit, going for faster strats is kind of happy to do that.
You actually spend most of your time playing RuneScape. So you can't really say that.
Well, if we ignore that for a bit, at least the last couple of weeks I've been playing this game.
This
more
is
than
second
RuneScape.
most. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Well, I've been playing this while playing RuneScape, but you know.
Oh, okay, that works. Do you have RuneScape set up right now? Behind the camera?
Imagine.
I can't see.
Just
How
doing
is
some like
going-
mobile wood cutting or something.
How has Redwoods improved your racing ability?
And a lovely suicide finish there as well, which you can do in these games.
Yeah, that.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
if your destroyed vehicle makes it across the finish line, you still yeah, so those boost laps were slower than the opener, despite having access to boost, because the skip saves so much time. That's why I wanted to show it off. So here we're going to be using Hellhawk, which I guess the second time we're using it. Port Town, basically, it's got some drifting, and it's got a huge dive that I'm going to be setting up, so you'll be able to see like a super nice, large double tap dive going in. Kind of the first half of the course, you've got some turns, so trying to drift these as best as possible. These turns are like surprisingly difficult to handle like perfectly, based on like when you start the angle. This ice is super evil. If you start the drift a little bit late, you hit the ice, and you have like no control at all on the ice, so something you have to be like really worried about.
You put ice on the track. That just seems irresponsible.
Yeah, it seems like it'd be way too warm right now. Like just looking at the environment.
Oh, yeah, it's true.
I don't know how like they got some extremely powerful refrigeration in the floor there.
They have to salt this track. That's the problem.
There's just like some evil designer behind the scenes. Yes, put ice on the track. That'll stop them.
So these dives are weird because you have to like turn your vehicle sideways in the air and then double tap towards the, or like, so side attacks are when you double tap L or R or Z, which like push you to the side. So it's, as well as like for destroying other racers normally, it's useful for handling as well. But that's what we do. That's what we do to get these double tap dives. Like I turn sideways and then I double tap towards the ground. But once you turn sideways, you don't have nearly as much control in the air. So like it's really all about getting a nice setup in the air to like turn your vehicle sideways. But once you're turned sideways, like if you aren't pointed where you want to go, you can just easily fall off and die. So
Okay.
the lap 2 dive was a bit rough, but I made it through. So we take those.
It's just so funny seeing the exploding hunk of metal crossing the finish line during the fan.
That's
Hey,
what I
just
was
about
gonna
getting
say.
across the finish
It
line.
counts. The driver's still in there, so it counts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have like attacks, right? But there's no one else on the
Yeah,
on the
in
course.
time attack, there's no other. In Grand Prix,
Right.
it's useful, but yeah, here it won't be. So here there's a part where the course will twist sideways, and I'm going to try and lift off for just a moment and do like a dive back down up the course right there.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah. So like the course is sideways, so if you like barely lift off, you can make it back on, but it's pretty risky, so I'll try and land it at least one more time.
But it's cool.
It is cool, and
We
it's
have
really
to do it.
fast.
I expect to see every IL strat at least once.
There's a lot of stuff I can't even do that's incredibly complicated.
That's sick.
There we
Nice.
go.
Ooh, okay.
Very
Okay.
cool.
Yeah, so I landed going like 1500 as opposed to nice like straight driving max speed I'd get up to would be maybe be like 800 or so. So it makes a huge difference. But other than that, the course is fairly basic. I have to be worried here. If you boost out too much, you can actually lift off because I'm upside down right now and there's like a little tiny lump there. And if you lift off there, it will kill you instantly. And there's not like a way you can pull off a dive. There's another dive you can do here at the end as the course drops there if you're going like really fast. Whoops. So I barely touched the wall as I was heading to the refiller there.
So just a health management kind of thing.
Exactly,
Used
yeah.
too much boost and took a bit of damage.
I mean, I used the right amount of boost, but I just didn't
more
line up in the refiller correctly. So
Yeah.
again, I will just skip the dive just in case because it's pretty risky. So one thing to keep in mind, if in this run, since I will die a lot, because there can be times if I'm practicing, I'll spend like an hour or more on a single course and not finish a single run if I'm going for full strats. If I feel like I've shown off a course completely, if I die from that point, I'll just move on just for the sake of time. So like right now, I think if I die again, I'll just move on.
You will have completed 3 laps total, and that's good enough for me.
Yeah. It's really all that matters, right?
I've got to say, this is probably the most consistent frame rate I've ever seen on the N64 as well.
Yeah, it runs at
That's
a
actually
very
really
smooth 60 with pretty much no lag. Although some games on the N64 that run slower, their physics actually operate faster than 60, which this game does not have. It actually causes a problem on a couple courses. You can drive straight through jump plates if you're going fast enough, because you'll be on one side of it on one frame and the other side on the next. And that causes a big problem on one course in particular, but there's a few courses that can come up. So it's rather unfortunate, but it doesn't happen that often to me. Usually the faster you play that course, the more it happens. So anyway, that was Sector Alpha. So you can see my like top 5 like individual level times there on that ending screen. Moving on here, we have Red Canyon 1. So this course is it's basically a nice amount of drifting, a little bit of diving. It's got like a bunch of consecutive steps that I'm driving through and trying to pull off little dives for.
nice to give you the boost right at the start of this course.
Yeah.
Can actually get some speed for once.
Yeah. Also, so I am playing on the expansion kit, and this course has a slightly expanded music track on the expansion kit. And generally, like, a bunch of the sound quality is improved on the expansion kit, so it's unfortunate that the virtual console releases don't include the expansion kit. This game's been re-released like 3 times, and none of them ever include it. I don't know why, but I know it'd be a good time for a donation if there were any.
Oh, perfect. I was literally about to jump in and say, you know, you've really been bringing out the RuneScape community now that you brought it up.
Yes.
For example, there is $5 from Cappy Pappy, who says, so happy to have SGDQ back. Come for the F-Zero, stay for the RuneScape commentary.
Yes.
I'm telling you, there's also $25 from Machucaria, who says, as someone who constantly plays old school RuneScape while playing other games, having the number go up does make you better at games.
It's true.
Yeah, if you're at Redwoods right now, you're officially obligated to donate. I'm getting word from behind the desk right now.
So I'm just playing a little bit safer on these boost laps. Just after I've shown off, although that I felt that coming as I.
You should not have said anything. You would not have died there.
So these turns are tough because when you're in the middle of a drift, you can't like counter steer out of it immediately. It takes a moment for your counter steer to actually take effect. So if you like hold it for just a little bit too long, then sometimes you can. You just kind of hit the wall and die.
I mean, I've definitely had a lot of moments in GX of like, you can see the death coming, but it's too late to really do anything about it.
This is also one of the characters with like low traction, right? So it's a little bit more complicated to steer.
I have like the worst grip in the game, basically, with the settings that give the worst grip. I didn't explain, there's like a slider at the beginning of each course that you can pick between higher acceleration and max speed. And we use max acceleration to get speed out of the drifting, so you really have like very little grip. So it's rough, but that's what we're here for.
Yeah, I guess there's literally no grip because there's no wheels. They're just like levitating.
Somehow there's grip anyway. I don't really understand how, but there is.
They're just floating. How's their grip?
There you go.
There we go. Yep. So that was Red Canyon. Yeah, we're starting to see like using Bloodhawk for most of these courses here. Gonna be using it again here for Devil's Course 2. This course has another big double tap dive setup that'll go for. Other than that, it's just some drifting and some tight turns. So starting off here and just kind of drifting to this wall. And okay, so something I haven't explained is like basically when you're drifting, you essentially have like a higher than normal top speed. But that top speed. There we go. Okay, that's all right. I landed it at least. I could feel like my angle was rough, so I had to kind of cut it off early. But so basically, you have like an increased top speed, but that top speed varies based on whether or not you're boosting. And as soon as the boost wears off, or if you're going faster than what your drifting top speed is, then the drift will stop like turning you sideways during the drift. And you'll kind of just drive straight forward with like no control at all. So that wasn't great either. We have to be careful, like if we are drifting and boosting, as soon as the boost wears off, usually you kind of have to turn out of that drift or else you'll just lose all control and usually lose all your speed as well. But on these boost laps, at this point we're going fast enough we can just grip drive instead. See if I can get a slightly better dive here. There we go, that was a good one.
Nice.
Now, do you have pretty much infinite health when you're on the energy pads?
Not actually. You can, if you're boost drifting or like rail drifting like that in the health strip, you pretty much won't gain any energy.
Okay.
It pretty much matches your health gain, like the drain that you have.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah.
And the health doesn't just deplete, right? Only when you're hitting the sides?
Yeah, it depletes when boosting and when I'm hitting the walls. Yep. So Mute City 2 here, it's another mostly drifting course, but it does have a jump plate. I'm going to be going for another double tap dive. Pretty tough. It's tougher to get on boost laps, at least for me, so I'm probably just going to go for it on lap 1, hoping to set up a big dive here. So this is a jump plate. This is what I was talking about. You can get the jump plate glitch where if you're going fast enough, you'll drive through. It's not an issue on this course because there's not any way to pick up enough speed before it, but it could come up in some other courses.
I know this track too.
Yeah.
Heard this track before.
So something with grip or drifting driving styles is I'll tend to save my boost for places that I can drift because, like I was talking about with the boosting max speed, if I'm going like, I don't know, 1,000+ kilometers an hour, if I start drifting from there, I will I'll actually like lose speed unless I do a boost drift. So then I can handle the turn and gain speed instead of any other option I could do would lose speed instead. So like if I were to grip turn that or drift without boosting, I would just lose speed. But by saving my boost for those, it allows me to optimize for that instead. Alright, so that was Mute City 2. Up next we have Big Blue 2, which has a few dives. Oops, wrong course.
It was actually pretty close to your IL best there, apparently, like only a couple of seconds off.
Yeah. Yeah, some courses, the variance you have in times kind of depends on the course based on what strats there are. Usually the more dives there are and the more complex they are, the bigger raw time disparity you can have because the differences in speed you can get are bigger. So there's one dive I'm going to go for here that my consistency is pretty low, and I'm just going to try and show it off, at least to like show what it looks like. Okay, so I didn't get it.
That was
but
sick.
if you get that, you can connect back to the course. So I'm not going to go for it again. I just kind of wanted to show it, and that's what it would look like. And you would land with a bit of extra speed doing that. And there's another dive you can do off to the right here on boost laps, which I will go for at least once. My consistency on that one's a little bit higher. But anytime you're launching yourself off the track, there's risk of death. So other than that, this course has some like really tight turns, which is pretty rough. Like this turn and then the one after the tunnel are both like super tight. I think I messed it up. Yeah. So I like landed back on it, but I was falling too fast and my position wasn't right, so I just kind of immediately fell off the course again. So I won't go for it now because I've shown what they would look like, but those dives save quite a bit of time. They give pretty large speed boosts. I think the boost lap one saves a little bit more time, but the opener one is pretty solid as well. You can actually do that opener tunnel dive on boost laps as well, but it saves even less time and it's even harder, so I do not do that. Yeah, so playing this course otherwise, you just kind of drive straight and
So you're not going to beat your personal best?
I'm not going to. If I beat my personal best on any of these courses, that would be very impressive. I'd be very happy with that.
I thought you were every time. Wow.
I feel like a lot of the IL times David said is like you grind the wall to like a pixel of HP at the start of every lap and then drive perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. 53 is... Sorry, for not doing any dives, I'll take it.
That's only 3 seconds off your PB?
Yeah, something like that.
Nice.
I think almost 4, but yeah. Oh, no, yeah, 3, okay.
Oh, that beat my PB.
No way.
How?
So Whiteland's another course I'm going to be using a grip-based driving style. There's just not enough places to drift turns to make up for the large amount of time that I'm just driving straight.
The duo's back.
Yeah, the boys are back.
The boys are rolling in. Well, they're flying in, I guess. Not really rolling.
Hovering in.
So yeah, we're going through this little loop here, and then these sections with that are just driving straight but with no walls are probably a lot more dangerous in Grand Prix where there's enemies that can muff you off, but if you're just driving straight, it's not really a big deal. I'm going to be setting up a double tap dive here.
Whoa. Nice.
Yeah.
Is this the track that you could go through the jumpers?
It can happen. So you can do a double tap dive off the first jump plate, and then when you hit the next one, you can get the jump plate glitch. But if I'm just doing it the way I am, where I just drive straight into them, it usually won't happen. Or I don't think it can happen. A little trick with jump plates: if you just flick up just for a moment as soon as you hit them, you'll get a lot of speed out of them.
Wow, that's just like air ride.
Yeah, just like air ride.
Funny.
Well, in air ride you flick down, but
Yeah, that's fine.
same concept.
Why does that work? That's weird.
So I could boost once more there, but for the sake of consistency, I'm just going to save it just in case.
The marathon safety strat's coming out.
Yeah.
I'll sit on flickering red HP instead of angry hair flickering red.
Yeah, I could get... Actually, I was going to say... Oh no.
No! Wait,
Oh.
maybe fine. Come on, get there! No!
Yeah, as soon as it blows up completely, it's over. So
I thought you were going to make that there.
yeah.
Oh my god, it's like when they put bumpers on the bowling alley. That was crazy.
Yeah, that works out sometimes. If you crash at a certain angle into the end, it'll be fine because it'll send you at like a good angle. But I got the bouncer instead, which didn't quite make it. So
This is such a contrast from GX, where in a lot of courses, doing a suicide finish is the only way to actually get an optimal lap 3.
yeah, in GX, like you get some different physics when you die, where it sends you flying. So, but that doesn't happen as much in this. A bit slower.
That was awesome.
So I think if I die again here, I'll just move on. But hopefully that doesn't happen. That would be the goal.
You got it. I'm not worried.
How about a donation?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, sweet. Okay, listen, I have a lot of donations, but I just really quickly have to say $5 from Schrodinger's Joe, who says, I'm in Redwood. Here's my $5.
I knew I get at least some of you.
And then also a $10 anonymous. I am, in fact, at Redwoods on RuneScape,
Yep.
so here's my donation.
Tap in. That's right.
Be honest, everyone. Come on.
Yeah, we know that's not it.
We know there's more of you.
There's more.
I have more non-RuneScape related ones too, though, so just let me know.
Perfect.
There you go.
There we go. Okay. All right, we made it.
Yeah, probably wanted to land
Yeah.
on the health.
If you want to drop one more, go ahead. That'll be time for a quick one.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just looking for a good one. Okay, $25 from Fibat, who says, F-Zero and the community around it have been such a great place to be in for the 8 years I've run the games. Always love to see it in marathons. Let's go, David.
Love you, Fi. Thanks. So up next we got Firefield. This course sets up a few dives actually. There's a huge double tap and tap I'm gonna go for. But first I'm gonna drift and try and get a lift off early. Oh, I did not get it. If you handle that just right, you can get an extra lift off, which I will go for on the other laps. But then there's another double tap dive you can go for there. So this course is like a huge chain reaction where the faster you're going at certain times, the more you can set up like more dives and more complicated stuff. So if played like perfectly, like every part of the course chains into the next. So it has like a lot of potential. It's kind of crazy.
Oh,
Yeah.
barely missed the side.
Yeah, the part's it's really thin, so it's pretty tough to land on that section there. Especially because you come in at a drifting angle, so you kind of turn sideways, and then you have to re-angle yourself in the air and land back on it. There we go.
Nice, nice.
Yeah, it seems really hard to control in the air.
Yeah, especially like once you're turned sideways, it's
Yeah.
really hoping for the best there.
It kind of just starts dropping, right? Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, you can definitely see like the massive top speeds though on the jumps when you do land them.
Yeah, you can land like well over 2,000 kilometers an hour.
Yeah, that's wild.
Depending on the setups, you can actually hit the speed cap in this game, which is 3,000.
Oh.
And there's actually already like a bit of a soft speed cap. At 2,000, the boost stops having any effect. So normally, even if you're above, like if you're going 1,800, you'll still slow down when boosting, but it'll slow you down slower. But above, oh my god, above 2,000, it just won't do anything at all. There's actually, so the PAL version runs at 50 FPS instead. And so time attack just runs at like 5/6 the speed. And the community just like converts the times for like fair comparison. So it's essentially a frame count. So that's like outside of being easier because it's like slower, it's like running in slow-mo. That's actually a direct advantage that it has because the 2,000 limit's the same, even though like basically all the speeds get converted, like 5/6 amount to account for that. But also if I die one more time, I'm probably just gonna call it because I think it's shown off the course enough. But
No, you got it. This track is awesome.
Yeah,
yeah, it's
really
sick.
cool.
The
And
music is ripping.
The music
through.
is so
Yeah,
good.
it's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is definitely a community favorite.
All right, here we go.
Nice.
One, Another. There you go.
All right,
go.
there we go.
We did it.
Could still die, who knows?
Okay.
It's certainly possible. There we go.
Awesome.
Nice. There we
Nice.
go.
There it is. So up next we got Silence 2. This course basically is a huge spiral. It's got a bunch of drifting. The thing I was talking about where your top speed varies based on whether or not you're boosting really comes into play here. Because there's a few boosters on this spiral, and I'll hit them, so then I'll pick up a bunch of extra speed. But as soon as it wears off, like it becomes really hard to control. Kind of like starts pulling me out to the right. But I handled that decently. I say immediately before I hit the wall, but that's just classic.
That's been this whole run. You saying
Yeah.
things and then
There's also a little dive we can go for here. You just kind of float off.
Oh.
But I wasn't far enough to the left there, so I didn't hit the checkpoint and missed it. But essentially, if you do that, you can land in the refiller and go quite a bit faster. So I'll probably skip it for this lap, but that's what that would look like. Also, I really like the silence music. It's really good.
I was just gonna say that. Yeah, this one's really good too.
But other than that, I'll just kind of drive down here and just do a little trip into the refiller, hopefully. That really refiller is like pretty narrow, so it's kind of hard when you're like coming in, especially if you're coming in like on boost laps at good boost speed from boost drifting that final turn. It can be like pretty hard to hit. Now would be a good time for another donation.
Perfect. I have so many. Definitely not more RuneScape.
Yeah,
Okay, I do.
we know you guys.
Okay, but we do have 20. Oh wait, did I read the Raza one? $25 from Raza. No, I didn't.
think so.
Clearly, expansion kit means more rocking music. Good luck on the run.
Oh, it's got
1davidj.
plenty of rocket music. Once I get to those courses, you'll see.
Okay.
How about one more?
Yeah.
Okay. We have $50 from Dan Entwistle, who says, can't wait to watch the F-Zero run. Hope the donations Falcon punch their way to a new record. Thanks to the runners, organizers, and hosts.
That was Silence 2. It's a fun little slider course. The dive is like the biggest piece of tech you can do to save some time outside of just clean driving lines. So
Octoman.
yeah, here we're gonna be using
Octoman.
Octoman, or on the Japanese version, it's Octman, which I didn't know about until like 30 minutes before the run.
That's awesome.
It's got a little bit lower boost strength than Twin Narita, but its body is stronger. So it's useful because at the end of the course is like a big dive followed by a turn, and there's a decent chance to bump the wall. So sometimes the extra energy is just kind of useful. This course has like 2 loops, and this other one coming up is actually a backwards one. And if I'm going really fast, you can do this like crazy backwards dive where you float into the air and then like turn around in the air and then dive back down to here. It's super crazy. I've only landed a few times. I will not be going for that. But as a result, on boost laps, I'll have 2. That's what I was talking about. So I can land at like up at 50,000, and I have to take this turn immediately after. And it's easy to bump that wall, especially if I'm going even faster. So that's something to worry about. But so on boost laps here, I pretty much just have to slow down or else I just die. So slamming on the brakes for a sec.
You hit the brakes in this?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Didn't even know there was a brake button.
Yeah, you wouldn't expect it, but
Well, you run Kirby Air Ride, which has one.
There's only one button. Yeah.
but it is a brake.
But it is,
so.
yeah, it's a brake and a go. That's everything.
Ow.
Crazy.
It's great. It's great. It's called great game design.
Yeah, the everything button.
I hope there's a car that has one pedal that's gas and brake. Figure it out.
It's actually
Yeah,
sick because the menu has like more options than the racing in Air Ride.
That's true. That's true. There's more buttons in the menu.
And in GX, you spend more time than you'd expect not even using the accelerator.
Yeah, true.
Area.
You don't even have the engine turned on.
So that was Sector Beta. Pretty neat course, but it's hard to show off like the crazy stuff. You can even do a loop skip on the first loop as well if you're going super fast, but it's pretty rough. Here we got Red Canyon 2. There's a decent sized skip I'm gonna be going for. Where I'll cut off part of the course once I get to that. But other than that, it's just like a nice sliding course. It's pretty narrow, but it's a fun course. I love when there's like a booster right next to a straight wall like that. You can pick up a lot of speed off like a boost rail drift on the opener.
Where are we going?
Yeah, you can see like another section of the course like wrap over. Also, there's a version advantage on the expansion kit. This wall right here has a thin layer of invisible dirt on the original version.
Okay.
It's invisible, so it doesn't like make any sense, but it slows you down, so you can't do that rail drift. But you can do it on the expansion kit, which is kind of nice.
Expansion kitters stay winning.
True. So it's like super minor, but
Yeah, that just looks so precise, like dropping in there.
yeah.
Even the healing pad is so small on this.
Yeah, that section there in the middle of that turn, the healing pad's super narrow. Especially if you like come out of the turn boost drifting, like you're going really fast, so it's tough.
I also love how the track kind of just like loads in as you're flying.
Just gonna skip this boost here just in case. Alrighty,
Nice.
deathless though, I'll take that.
Cool.
Yeah, nice.
Whole run has been deathless.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a single one.
Oops, that was not the right option. All right, we're here at Whiteland 2. So there's this is a half pipe, and the same
They're
mechanic.
back.
They're back.
Yeah, the boys are
They're back, baby.
The same mechanic that lets you do double tap dives in the air, you can actually do on the side of a half pipe, and this is where it was discovered first. So if you just like kind of drive in the side or the half pipe and side attack, you can pick up a ton of speed.
Whoa.
There's also no walls, and like you're trying to drive up the wall, and you're side attacking with the side of the vehicle that's like close to the wall, so it pulls you towards the edge. So it's really easy to just fall off and die, but it's really fast, so you gotta do what you gotta do.
It's probably also really weird because you have very like varying speeds.
Yeah,
You're
for
not-
sure. Your speed picks up so fast when you start doing it.
Yeah.
But then like if you aren't positioned correctly, then your speed can drop really fast. And then the higher up the half pipe you go, the more speed you get out of it. So it's really just it's tough, but now would be a good time for another donation.
Okay, listen, I didn't want to interrupt you. This looks tough. Wow. Okay, yes, we have lots of donations, like this $50 donation from Oyster, who says, amazing run so far, excited for F-Zero X, and let's hit that ring fit incentive and show that dragon the true power of speedrunning. Just a quick update, we are almost at $7,000. Let's go, keep getting those donations, and I'm so excited for that run, and this one has been so good. Would you like another?
Yeah, go for it.
Alrighty, $30 from Jay Dizzle and Cyberboon, who says, hey, SGDQ. Jay Dizzle and Cyberboon here, wishing the best of luck to David J today on this amazing F-Zero run. It's so incredible to see F-Zero X at GDQ for the first time in 8 years. Wow, it's been a long time. That's awesome.
Yeah, thanks, Jay Dizzle. He's been doing a lot of all cups runs, which he's braver than I am because I do not like doing the all cups runs. The consistency is just so low, but he's making it work, so shout outs to him. So this is Mute City 3. It's got a lot of jump plates. This is the course I was talking about where the jump plate glitch can happen. It kind of depends on how the dive goes, but the biggest time it can happen would be this jump plate right here. If you're going above like 1400, there's a chance you just kind of drive through it. Also,
Oh my god, flying off the course there for a second.
yeah. But this course is super cool. It's pretty high speed, despite being basically totally flat.
Yeah, the courses with no walls always seem like a lot scarier than the other ones.
Yeah, especially when like either you're trying to land where there's no walls or there's no walls in a turn.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you get into the hard difficulty cups. So that was a bit. Took that dive a little bit safe because my setup was not good, but we survived it. So. Let's see if we can land this one more time. Nope.
Oh, so close.
It's tough because like, so all these side attacks, you have to press the button twice. So if your finger just like stops working for a moment, that's like what happened there on the last one. I tried to press Z, but finger just did not cooperate. But yeah, landing that dive is definitely pretty tough, especially if you like take it super aggressively. You can like do some air control and like lift even further into the air. Like I kind of like turn sideways and then dive back down, but you can do like some super complicated setups and land with a ton of speed. But landing that's always like super tough. But now would be a good time for another donation.
Of course, we have $10 from Stink, who says, "Hey, Mr. David, good luck effing all the zeros or whatever you're doing. Get working on that Inferno PB for next year, my guy."
Yeah, that's one of my RuneScape friends. Thanks, Stink.
Oh, wait, RuneScape? You said RuneScape? Do you want more RuneScape donations?
Yeah. Oh, no.
$5 from Snaky Zero, who says, "No, I'm at Motherload Mine."
Get out. No. Okay, hold on. Not Motherload.
Volcanic Mine gang.
Yeah, get out of there. You're getting like 30K an hour. It's terrible. Come on.
Okay, wait, then what about $20 from the Don Abria, who says, "Not at Redwood, but here's my donation anyway."
I'll take it.
That's
Thank
fine.
you.
That's fine.
Where's all the winter cod heads?
There's got to be.
Oh,
like,
there's the jump like
there you
glitch.
go.
I drove right through it.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Nice.
So I was not even ready for that.
Yeah, there's got to be
But you
one
got
person
it.
on their like 19th hardcore at Winter Tot right now.
Hey, you saved it though. You
Yeah.
got those young man reaction
I
times.
did.
Yeah, that was sick.
Yeah, they're Wintertide AFKing watching this so they can die again for the setting of the 20th.
Where's Geezer on right now?
Anyway, I think if I die here again, I'm going to move on because I've shown off the course at this point. I even showed off the jump plate glitch by accident, so we could. I thought I got it there for a sec.
You're not dying. You got it.
Yeah, every time I say that, I make.
Hey, no, you haven't done it yet. So we're doing good. We got it. It was just the RuneScape comments. It was distracting you.
Sure.
You're too enamored. Mute City really is a banger of a track.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really smart that you die on the good tracks, you know? Good
Exactly,
music.
yeah.
Intended.
Get more. Yeah.
Intended
Yeah,
for sure. Glad you recognized my talent.
See? You got it.
Perfect.
Oh no, you died.
Oh, yeah, redo it.
No, I didn't. I haven't died once this run.
All
we
true.
went over this.
Yes, that's true.
Anyway, so that was Mid City 3. It's a pretty tough course. Moving on to Joker Cup here, we got Rainbow Road, which is actually the Mario Kart 64 Rainbow Road. And when you're playing on the expansion kit, it's got its own custom soundtrack that didn't make it onto the original cartridge due to, I believe, space concerns. So it's a banger.
But yeah.
So you have the cars from Super
Sorry,
Smash
man.
Bros. And the courses from Mario Kart.
Yeah, this game just takes
What's
everything.
happening?
Yeah, honestly.
And Joker Cup. It's going Joker mode
Yeah, from Marvel.
from Marvel.
I can't even like see the road. I think
Just stealing
I'm just gonna
assets.
take it the safe way.
Persona Joker, too.
This monitor that I'm playing on is like slightly darker, and it hadn't been an issue until I was trying to see the course down there. I literally cannot see it at all.
Oh, yeah, sure, the monitor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, can we just get one of these bright lights just pointed at the screen, help out a bit?
Yeah, I mean, I could stare at the monitor next to it, but it's like not in front of me, so.
Oh yeah, that one's definitely a little bit brighter.
I got another monitor over here you can look at.
There's no way just like turning my head to a different monitor in a completely different position that I'm not ready for will have any negative impact on my performance.
I mean, we could just see how good the camera team's on. You can just shift monitors really quick and they'll have to adjust quickly.
Keep them on their toes.
Yeah.
Yeah, as if setup didn't have enough time getting the game audio to work in the first place.
And getting Shen a chair. And
Yeah, I thought I was
Yeah, I
going to
literally
squat
got
the
a
whole
chair.
run.
That's so weird. I literally cannot see the course at all. I'm just gonna play it safe there. Like it's just that one section because it's like driving into the dark.
gotcha.
Yeah.
But
No, I could even see that, yeah.
If you want, me or pearstrike could do the run on this monitor if you want.
Yeah, that's true.
It would be really bad, but we could do the 2-player 1 controller.
Exactly.
yeah,
Perfect.
pull out Gomar.
We'll be the
CO.
boys. Yeah, we'll be the boys.
That's the rule. If we ever do two-player strats, have to switch drivers.
You have to be the boys, yeah.
Have to be the whole boys crew.
When's Baba? When are you playing as Baba?
That'll come in the expansion kit courses. Don't
Okay.
worry. Yeah, so I just took it safe there and drove off normally because I couldn't see. So I figured I'd just go where I can drive straight. But yeah, this course is mostly just like a nice slider course, lots of drifting. Definitely a lot of room for like time save just by precision here. But we made it through. Deathless outside of figuring out that I couldn't do the dive on lap 1. Well, these mines could still kill me. There's a chance I could like hit one and pop off the course and die, but we made it.
Nice.
So that was Mute City, or sorry, not Mute City, Rainbow Road.
Same thing.
Personally, I like this one more than the Mario Kart one, but one lap of the Mario Kart one takes about as much time as the whole course here. So maybe that one is better because you have more time on it.
Yeah, it's longer. It's better.
You can
Yeah,
skip
true.
a lot more of the Mario Kart one though as well.
That is true.
You also didn't get blue shell, so sick RNG.
True.
Was waiting for one of those.
Yeah,
to
that
come out of nowhere.
actually makes this better because I can't get blue shelled.
The boys show up and throw the blue shell.
just pop out of the
Where
nowhere.
you guys come from? This is
They have
Diamond
two of
Dash.
them as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah, exactly. Blue shell and a banana.
Yeah, it's like double dash. One of them's got the item.
Yeah.
The Blue Falcon is in Mario Kart, so next they're going to add Twin Narita. So
Oh, true.
So
you're
there's
right.
there's a little dive here I can do out of this pipe, which I did get. Nice.
Ooh, that looks
Cool.
scary.
That was a quick one.
Yeah, that was good. So there's like a different setup I can go for on the boost laps as well. But this course I'm using Night Thunder instead of Bloodhawk just because there's no, I mean, outside of that one dive, it's all like course driving. So can I get this? I can't. Nice.
You land upside down.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's so sick. But since it's all just like driving flat, then the heavier weight causes me to have a little bit better top speed.
I think landing upside down must be all relative when it's an anti-grav racer, right?
Yeah.
You think so? Oh, no. Yeah. So that's what can happen if you don't position the dive correctly. It'll just kind of throw you off to the side there. So all right, if I die here at any point, I'll just move on because
No, so you won't.
true.
That's what that means.
Yeah, just means I'll probably not go for the dive actually.
Oh, okay.
But still sometimes like, I think I was saying like sometimes I can just like take this turn for too long and then as I'm counter steering, I'll just drive off and die there. It's kind of embarrassing when that happens, but definitely just happens on occasion.
So instead of the dive, did you want a donation?
Yeah, perfect.
All right, sweet. We have $25 from FIFA who says, "Hi, David. I'll donate another $25 if you complete Big Hand without hitting any walls. Good luck on the speed run."
That's a hard ask, but I will attempt it.
Ooh. All right, we also have $5 from Lemon Carrots who says, "Shout out to the countdown box with a screaming man inside. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, the robot announcer is sick.
Sounds like my mom when I'm being punished. You have 3 seconds. Get down here.
I feel like that usually counts up though. It's like 1, 2. And
Yeah, fair. Yeah, fair. All I know is by 3 I'm running.
here we got Space Plant. There's a couple dives I'm going to do here. There's actually one that I'm going to. If you set up a rail drift just on this wall, you can get enough speed to get a lift off on lap 1. So if I don't get it, I'll reset for it. I think my angle is not good. You need to be going like 950 or so in order to get that. But if you're going just fast enough, the course like drops down a bunch after that. You can do a huge dive. That's my angle. That might work. Yeah.
Dang, that looks sick.
That was awesome.
I really want to know what these cars are made out of. Just grind walls at 1,000 kilometers an hour.
Yeah, I got to know what that pink stuff is made out of to repair them after doing that.
Yeah, there's just like some material on
Bubble
board.
gum patches all the holes.
It is the N64, so bubblegum's like definitely in there.
Yeah, it definitely hits that era for sure. Also, you could do it. That was good.
Ooh, that
My
looks
setup was
sick.
like kind of weird there, so you could do a much better one, but I felt my setup being bad, so I was just playing it safe and barely
Yeah.
landed it. That'd be a good time for another donation.
Yeah, I'm really invested in watching, so I'm just getting, I'm just like, oh,
It's hard to look away.
oh my gosh, don't fall. Okay, we have $50 from Michael G who says, "Had to donate during F-Zero X. Have so many memories of my dad and I playing this and him always winning. Wouldn't trade those memories for anything. Great run and cannot wait to see those expansion kit levels."
Yeah, so that'll be coming up
God.
next cup here. I got a couple more courses in this cup, and then I'll be on to those.
Those drop-ins after jumping are just so
I
wild.
know.
Yeah.
This is so sick because you could just tell how sketchy they
Yeah,
are.
it's like you just have to barely position yourself.
Really cool.
And then like you're super low on energy all the time.
Yep. Yeah, I'm just gonna take this final dive here safe.
This is one of those games that it doesn't look easy.
Yeah.
Doing it perfectly, it doesn't look easy. It still looks so hard.
Yeah, and then from all my experience, I can tell you it is very hard.
All of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's why you're here.
So here we got Sand Ocean 2. This course is very like ground wavy, and it's really hard because you have to hold up as like you're driving over the hills, but you're also trying to steer left and right. But you have to be super light with your turns. So it's like, I don't know, it's a tough course. Lots of walls hitting and bad drifts and stuff, but we make it through.
Draco, you know all about Sand Ocean.
Sometimes.
A little bit. Not in this game, but a different Sand Ocean.
Yeah, you're an expert in Sand Ocean.
I'm an expert in the one where you constantly get free shift boosts. Sometimes I can make it around that cost.
Oh, we're talking about Sonic Adventure 2.
SA2. I knew too. That was exciting.
Isn't there an Eggman-like character?
Yeah, there is. There's a guy who I'll show it after.
Oh my god.
He kind of looks like Eggman.
It played as him.
I do have a Sand Ocean 3 coming up in the expansion kit, but
Oh,
I think
wow.
I gotta use the custom vehicle for that one, unfortunately.
I'll allow it. And that's...
Oh wait, I could put the custom vehicle on. Oops, that was.
Whoa!
What was
Whoa!
Just do the 360 for the fun of it?
It was not for the fun of it.
Is that a button?
It's so if you hold one of the like Z or R and then double tap the other one. Oh no.
Oh my god.
Oh.
These lap 3 deaths are killing me. But no, I was trying to. So I was drifting because I was holding R, but then I was trying to set up a double tap Z to like lead into the next drift. But I forgot to let go of R, so I just kind of did a side attack or a spin attack instead.
You're too busy doing tricks.
Yeah.
Doing swag.
It's like Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
Yeah,
360 plus 100.
That's crazy.
Listen, David just wants more RuneScape donations.
That's
cool.
right.
I get it. Do you want some donations?
Yeah,
Okay,
got
great.
some more. Perfect.
Okay, we do have $25 from Assistance, who says, I loved playing F-Zero on my N64, and I'm AFK Slayer for 95 tonight. Good luck on the runs and love this event. Great entertainment for all my grinds.
Thank you.
Yes.
Hydra soon, let's go.
Shout out.
Yeah, we also have $5 from Felix, who says, I don't want to be at Redwood anymore. Please let me fish.
Got another one.
Yeah, speaking of, we have $100 from Derek_MK, who says, fishing
Hey.
levels?
He could be in the crowd right now.
Yeah,
AFK
maybe in the
fishing.
crowd.
Yeah.
Fishing on the phone.
We do have a donation from the audience, if you would like that, too.
Yeah, perfect.
$25 from Semi-Stellify, who says, hey, 1davidj, can we get a $5 train from everyone on site and at home for every wipeout?
Oh no.
And put it toward Ring Fit Adventure? I dare
actually
you.
Sounds perfect.
Hi from the
we
audience.
gotta get that Ring Fit Adventure.
Yes.
That'd be sick.
We are over 7,000, which is awesome.
What's the goal for it?
45,000.
45,000. You guys, you got a good
We
way
have
to go.
2 runs after this, so I believe, but we got to keep putting those donations in.
Keep it up.
Yeah.
All right, so up next we got Port Town 2. I believe this course was in F-Zero SNES, I think. But it's got some modifications here. There's like a slight variance. There's like a little bit of a skip I can do at the beginning. Other than that, it's mostly just like clean drifting, which is definitely like pretty.
Oh my god.
All right. All right.
You just hovered.
This is mostly about clean drifting. Oh yeah, and launching myself off the track and landing on it like a mile up course.
There's another course that's super dark on my screen, but at least I can see where I'm going a little bit easier. I'm not launching myself into the dark completely. I did at the start, but that one's a little bit easier because I'm pulling up on it. This little chicane right here is really tough, especially on like boost laps when you're going boosting speed. Like you could do a boost drift around that final turn, but I usually just avoid it for safety concerns during runs.
Oh my god, it's so tight.
That might be my favorite racing game word as well, chicane. It's very good.
Yeah, it's a term. Apparently, it's just like a racing term in general, just for like a little like part of the court or part of the road where like it does a little squiggle.
Yeah.
Essentially.
The like S-shaped turns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're always really rough, but yeah, even not even boosting right there, I still just crashed. So if I'm boosting, like I'll crash all the time there. And all right, cool, we made it. If you're going fast and you crash, then you'll lose more health because you're going faster. So it's like super dangerous.
Yeah, once I start hearing the beeping, I get nervous every time.
Me too. And then David will be like, oh, do we have time for a donation? And I'm like, are you sure?
Yeah, we do actually right now, by the way.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I I am having so much fun reading through these, and I'm so excited to read them aloud. We have $50 from Anonymous who says, 3, 2, 1, go. We also have $50 from Mr. Zero who says, you got donate power.
Thank you. All right, so here we have Big Hand, which FIFA said $25 if I don't hit a wall, which
We got it.
the chance that I do this is very low.
Nah, you
This
got
course
it.
is rough, but
Oh,
we'll see how
it's
it
just
goes.
a big hand.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's got a giant dude in the background.
Yeah,
Just-
I saw that.
I'll come around. You can see him again. He's sick. I love that guy. Bro's just hanging out. He's so confident. Look at
Oh
him.
my
there
god.
It's his hand. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so this is the last course of the main game before we lead.
Oh, did not touch, did not touch.
FIFA is a GX runner who's very good at GX and probably would be good enough to play this course without touching walls as well if he played X, but maybe we'll get him to do that someday. Oh, survived it. Sorry, I'm fine here because there's no walls, so don't have to worry about that one. So this course, these turns are a lot more fun when you have boost. Like I can take this turn wider into, well, I can like drive into the dirt. When you're boosting, you can just drive straight over dirt as if it doesn't exist.
Okay.
This ice is a little rough, but if you like steer normally on ice, like nothing happens. But if you're boosting, it's fine.
That didn't count. We get one.
I'm gonna go for a little strat here and take a pit stop actually.
Oh, wow.
Get more energy.
Yeah, so these turns are much easier to handle when you come into it at boosting speed, because you can set up the drift without changing your angle, because you're coming in at boosting speed. But if you don't boost, then you'll be like above your max speed, so you'll just kind of turn without like changing your angle. And as soon as you start the boost, you'll take the turn. So basically, it allows you to approach the turn as you want and like set your angle perfectly, and you actually start the drift as soon as you want as well. So my PB uses that. I believe the record does not, but I think the strat using it is like very close, and I find it to be much easier. So I opt for it on lap 2. There we go. And
Nice.
barely sub 2, I think.
Nice.
Yeah, about 1 frame
Nice.
off.
Oh my gosh.
1 or 2 frames off sub 2. Or barely making it, I mean. All right, so now we're moving on to the expansion courses, but really quickly I got to make a pit stop to the crate machine option and apply my slider to Baba
Oh my gosh.
over the Iron Tiger. So here we're going to be using, this is the vehicle we're going to be using for the whole time. It's got basically perfect stats. It's A body and A boost and then E grip. So normally, because basically you can pick like what stats you want, but you kind of have a limit. So you can't go like all A's. But since E grip is actually better, it allows you to have like perfect all 3. And it's the lowest weight of any vehicle you can get. So this is the one course that we won't use slider for, because there are these loops here and you're on the outside of it. So if you go too fast, you just die. You just fly off and die instantly. So this course is probably the least interesting one. Like, it looks cool, but the gameplay is unfortunately not like great. But there is a dive we can do after the last one. So there's one more. Actually, wait, is this it here? It is.
Nice.
And then there's no walls around that turn. So if you get like a really fast dive, it can be really scary. This is another place we're gonna have to use the brake. Because as soon as we get up to here, we have to slam on the brakes or else we just die. And driving through this little narrow dirt strip is pretty tight. So you can use twin narrator here as well. And like technically the stats are better because it has C grip instead of an E. But that doesn't really matter too much because we're double tap turning all the turns anyway. And then the A body actually helps because you'll like bump the wall going through there a little bit usually.
Oh.
Well, there's the time that the grip would have actually helped, because I did like slip and lose grip a little bit when I tried to counter steer.
Oh, and Baba did his scream, but
Oh, yeah.
I wasn't even thinking about it.
So Bob has a different scream. The screams are mostly like different. There's like a higher or lower pitch scream based on like whether they're male or female, but Baba gets the higher pitch scream. So it's just really funny. So I decided to put
The next time you die, we'll listen for it.
yeah. But now would be a good time for some donations.
Awesome. We have $25 from Garb Alex who says, you got boost power. We also, surprise, we have $5 from Keygar who says, took a break from chopping wood to say good luck on the run. Love some F-Zero at GDQ. Okay, we have $99 from Chermorg, who says, on the subject of the run and escape game, I hadn't played old school until about 11 months ago and made my first only account in Iron Man. Just got my quest cape today on my Iron Main account. Don't trash Motherload Mine. It has one of the best soundtracks in the game. Donation to Ring Fit in honor of Fu having to read out these RuneScape donations.
Yes.
Yeah, maxing in 2029 at Motherland.
Would you like another?
Yeah, go for it.
Awesome. We have $50 from Randall Jimmy, who says, is this that run escape game I've heard so much about?
Yeah, I'm running right now really fast at 800 kilometers an hour.
Okay, we have a quick one. $20 from Tycoon, who says, great run, Captain Falcon. 1davidj. I'm glad I was able to finally watch one of your runs.
Thank you. All right, coming up here on the last dive. Hope we can... There we go. I think we got it. All right, made it through. And subs, not quite sub 40. Okay, or 140, but... All right, coming up here next is actually going to be one of my favorite expansion kit courses, Sand Ocean 3. It's basically... You could die a lot on this course, but the settings, so normally the settings save like per vehicle and per course. So every time I select new city, if I select Bloodhawk, it'll have the settings all the way to the left, but the expansion courses don't save that, which is unfortunate. So I just have to like remember to hold left at the beginning of each one. So you could do some pretty sick pipe or like dives here. And also it's just like, it's a cylinder course with a lot of like good drifting and stuff like that. And the soundtrack's also a banger. Big fan of this one. There's actually a big dive I'm going to be going for here at the end that I'm going to try and set up. The brightness of the monitor might actually play negative impact, but we'll see if I can... Yeah, I literally cannot see it.
Yeah, there's no way you can see that. I was looking, it was just pure dark.
Yeah, I think I actually won't be able to do that.
You literally have to look at the other monitor.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I glanced over as I died, but I don't know if I can like play. I can't play over there.
I'm telling you, I can move the table and we can shift you over. It'll be real fast.
I think, I don't know. There's a big dive there, but I guess I'm not going to go for it because I cannot see.
It's all right. The track is cool enough as it is.
Yeah, for sure.
How many tracks in total are we doing?
There are 36 tracks, so there's six tracks per cup and then 6 cups. So
Oh, okay.
that's what it would look like if I wasn't flying overhead. Normally I land somewhere down around these boosters at like 2,000 plus kilometers an hour, but it's a bit tough when you can't see.
I hear a bunch of excuses.
I am excusing.
Yeah, can we have a donation incentive to turn up the brightness on the monitor? Unlock the full potential of the runner. 10K.
Yeah, this is a handicap. It's like when Rock Lee takes his leg warmers off.
Yeah.
We'll see how I can play once I can actually see the course. Yeah, there were like a bunch of issues with the setup trying to get the sound working, so I didn't even like think about the monitor brightness.
Yeah. Yeah, like just looking at these two monitors, it's like a huge difference. It's really funny.
Yeah, I think it looks fine on stream, I think. I actually can't tell.
It does, yeah.
It
I can
does,
see
yeah.
the stream
It looks like
setup
the
too.
left one, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're all probably like laughing at you, like I could see what's going on.
What are you guys talking about? Like, looks fine to me. But yeah, these cylinders are tough as far as like when to boost due to the like varying boost max speed thing that I was talking about. So like I have to slow down there because if I come in at boosting speed and boost drift this, then as soon as it would wear off, I would lose control and just fly off. Because I have to like keep turning to turn with the cylinder. We made it through.
We do have a FIFA follow-up.
Oh,
Oh,
go for it.
okay. $10 from FIFA, who says, you're nuts for only hitting the wall like 3 times. So here's a donation.
All
if
right,
you're feeling
yes.
extra cooked, do it on Bigfoot.
That is literally...
There's a foot track?
Yeah, that'll be literally impossible. So Big Hand is the final course of the main cups, and then Bigfoot is the final course of the expansion cups. And a big theme, a lot of these expansion courses, is that they're just awful. Like, I can't drift these turns. These are way too sharp to turn. Like, I can barely double tap them without losing speed. And Bigfoot is just like the pinnacle of that. It is impossible to drive. You'll see once we get there.
Well, you have to go for it now.
Yeah, I understand actually.
Just imagine, like, how tight those fingers were, and I'm driving around toes
And
instead.
their toes, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. Like,
Yeah, just, like, look at your hand and compare it to your feet, and, like, think about that for a sec.
well, spoilers.
And now we know how it ends.
Yeah.
But sorry, you could do like some cool stuff with that track as far as like trying to like the way you handle the turns. So you'll see that once we get there. But it's definitely like a tough course for sure. Yeah, they really just like went all out with making a lot of these courses like super evil.
Whoa.
Yeah, that dive is sick. You like can't even like see where you're going. But fortunately, you're landing into a wide pipe, so it's pretty hard to actually die there if you just drive off.
Yeah, and you just clip in.
You don't even clip in. You just like go in the opening.
Oh, wow, okay.
What's that side with the lady's eye on it? You know what I'm talking about?
This.
It's coming up. Maybe.
I'm finally realizing why I'm on this couch. There's red bar in this game.
True.
Just
this
Gen
sign.
1.
Oh, that sign there. I don't even know. They're just kind of
It's
hanging
cool.
out. Yeah.
It's like Y2K sign.
All right. Then we have Devil's Forest 4.
I love the fireworks at the end here, usually after you take the like death into the finish line.
You're dead.
Yeah. It's just celebrating. I made it across. Well,
The crumpled aluminum foil tin foil car.
Here's my victory lap.
here we got Port Town 3. This is another course with like just super evil turns here at the start. There's like, I can't do anything with these.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah, you're right.
But after you get past that, the rest of the course is cool. Going over these lumps is kind of tough. Like, you want to try and land as you're going down. So it's pretty tough to get enough speed to handle them smoothly on the opener. But on boost laps, it's a little bit easier.
We got the ice back.
Yeah. But the ice actually, weirdly enough, doesn't matter that much there. But we can set up a little dive here. That was good.
Can you see on this course? Enough?
I think I can see enough.
Okay.
More visibility would be useful, but it's enough to not complain about it, I think.
Nah, you're good.
Yeah, because it maybe scheduled this run for a less foggy day.
Yeah.
Before
Yeah, when you're going
planning.
faster, you can take that much easier. It can even be like smoother than that. It actually looks really cool when you like get it just perfectly.
Is it donation time?
Yeah, perfect.
Yes. All right. We just have some great ones. We have $25 from Schmango Fett, who says...
I like that name.
I know, I do too. Who says, I can't believe I almost forgot SGDQ was happening this week. Super glad I remembered and was able to catch this amazing F-Zero run. Also, am I the only one putting it together today that F-Zero is named such because the vehicles are faster than F1 cars? I've literally never thought of that.
Yeah, I think the name originated from that. I'm not sure exactly, like, but I feel like it must have.
How about... Oh, wait, one more quick one?
Yeah.
$200 from Shy Guy 32, who says, yeah, the final lap. I needed to time it.
That's pretty good.
That was good.
That was very close.
So that was Port Town 3. Happy to get through it deathless. Up next, we have Devil's Forest 5, which is weird they put the same like Devil's Forest region twice in the cup. You'd think they would have just like swapped this with one of the second cup courses, but the course is the Big X, which is pretty cool.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah.
It's actually like it's a super fun sliding course. The turns are like super tight, but like super satisfying to get all the drifts around these corners super down. It would have been cool if this was like the last course of the base game instead, because it's F-Zero X and it finishes with an X. But Big Hand worked out as well. But it definitely would have been like, I don't know, it's a high-speed course, which I like, because there's a lot of boosters and a lot of refill. This game kind of suffers from like not enough refill syndrome in a lot of places, where if you're just boosting constantly, then like you don't get enough refill, and that's kind of boring. Without like going fast, like boosting. So courses like this, where you can pretty much boost constantly, are sick. As long as at least you hit some of the boosters. But, like, you can even miss some, because like now this refill should be enough to get me to the next one. Also, that chick in there is pretty tough as well, but if you take it from way on the left, you can make it through.
Quick donation?
Yeah.
Okay. $250 from Guy Perfect. Thank you so much. Who says, Hi, 1davidj. Here are 10 25s of dollars for all the times you're gonna hit the wall in Bigfoot. And a reminder to chat that the phrase, show me your moves, never once appears in any F-Zero game. That's good to know.
They really had to like come up with stuff for Captain Falcon because he didn't like.
Yeah, there's no
There's no game like with talking or like him being as like his own person. He's always just a driver. So
Yeah.
I like what they came up with, but it is completely fabricated for Smash. But that was Devil's Force 5. Pretty fun course. I'm happy with the 140 there. Up next, Big Blue 3. This course will also have a lot of walls. It's a lot of tight turns. It's shaped like Japan, which is pretty cool.
Oh, wow.
It's got its own soundtrack instead of the normal Big Blue 3, or instead of the normal Big Blue music.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's cool. Is there a USA track?
Sand Ocean, maybe?
I guess so. What would the music be like? Banjo playing?
Yeah. This almost sounds like a banjo, almost.
Yeah.
But it's a pretty cool course. There's a little skip we could do at the end. If I get enough speed going around this drift here, if I hit enough, I'm not good at on lap 1. Nope. Those boosters are hard because like the way that you're drifting like pulls you outward kind of depends on whether or not you're boosting. So if you're not boosting, you don't get enough speed to fly all the way out there. But if you are, then it's like easy to chain hit into the rest. But it's easier to set up on boost laps. So if I miss one, I could just use my own boost. But these turns are like so sharp. I can't do anything with these. I can't even like boost through here because I just have to slow down immediately. But what were you gonna say? Start assisting?
Oh, just gonna say, how's the ice on this track?
Oh, that section, it can be kind of annoying. Like I would take a drift more aggressively there if it didn't exist. But whereas like if I'm drifting, I can kind of like crash into the wall a little bit. It's not a big deal. Also, there is the skip.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh, wow.
I didn't get very much refill, so I'm actually going to take a little pit stop here.
The pit stop strats.
Yeah.
NASCAR strats.
Even still, my energy is low. I'm actually going to play it safe. There's mines at the end at the next refill, so if I hit more than one, I think I die.
Do they explode or do they just...
They like pop you up. They don't
Pop you
actually,
up.
like they remain. I don't know why. Like I didn't even know there were mines as a kid.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, I don't know. They're more like... Yeah, I don't know.
I just thought they were like weird little jumps, but they damaged you. And I didn't really understand why.
Oh, they do damage you?
Yeah, they do.
Oh, okay.
But they don't like. Yeah, I'm not gonna go for the skip there just to play it safe. Yeah, so like they damage you, so it seems like they blow up, but they don't actually. I don't really understand. All right, so that was Big Blue 3. Gonna be moving on to the last cup here, so the DD2 Cup. Starting off with Mu City 4. This course, it's like another half pipe, and it's kind of too wide of a half pipe to really set up very much of the half pipe double tap dives like I did on White Lane 2. So I kind of have to, there's like a bit of pipe drift or half pipe drifting you can do. So like if I hit this, you can kind of just like drift in place for a while, which is kind of cool. So I'll be doing some of that and then trying to do a couple dives and stuff. But this course is a bit of a chain reaction with the second half of the course, like going from jump to jump. But it's really hard to like set it up to go fast enough to get enough height to like that dive right there. You need like a lot of height to set up a double tap dive. But you need like a lot of speed from the previous one. And it's like hard to get the chain reaction going. So it's like a little bit of a dive I can set up on the last one, which I did there. But other than that, it's kind of like driving through. It's a little bit easier to set up on boost lap because I have boost energy to come in. So I have like some strats I can go for. Like I can boost drift this one instead. And that gives me not enough to do a dive, but just like pointing down will get me more. And by the time I hit this, I have more height, so I can set up a bit better of a dive there. I had to like workshop this course for a while to come up with like some marathon safe strats. That because the normal strat where like right before the first drop, I set up a double tap dive on this one. I like couldn't get consistent enough. My success rate's like maybe 10% to like set up a good dive there. So I couldn't really go for it in a run, but kind of workshop like this little float into dive here.
Yeah, I like that.
So
Going backwards almost.
almost, yeah. Yeah,
Oh, no.
The perfect angle is like almost 90 degrees with the wall. It's kind of interesting. So that was Mu City 4. Decent time there. Yeah, but PB is a 121, so if I actually go for the dives, you can save a lot of time. But here we got Space Plant 2. It's got like this weird loop where like the course is sloped sideways, so if you boost and take it too quickly, you'll just like catch air, and it's kind of a weird course, but it's got potential. So there we go.
Would you like a donation?
Yeah, perfect.
Awesome. We have $25 from East Gwen, who says, first time attendee in the crowd. And if we're talking RuneScape, it's a crime that I have yet to hear buying GF0X.
That's pretty good.
All right. We also have $25 from Zeroed Out, who says, love to see F0X. Everything from the announcer and background music to the graphics and track textures were done so well.
Yeah, I'm a fan of like the way that they made the graphics work, where like they're not super high quality looking 3D models, but they look really good for what they are. And doing that allowed them to maintain 60 FPS, which is like pretty important for a racing game. And like pretty much not having any lag concerns either. I find the way that they did it was like super good in that regard. And they even managed it when you're in Grand Prix. They have 29 other racers going around too. So I don't know how they managed to do that, but talented engineers there.
I agree. This game looks so cool. It has such a good style to it.
Yeah.
Can you fly through the jump plates in this level?
You can. I don't. It's hard. There is one. The one at like the start of the course. There's like the two that you can get a little bit high off of, but then there's one that you actually have to take. And that one, if you set up a big dive off one of the first two, you can drive straight through that one. And there's no recovering it because you have to hit that jump plate to make it over.
Oh yeah.
And you just drive through and fall off and die. But that's only if you like set up a pretty big dive on the first jump plates. So. How's Space Planet 2 coming up on Port Town 4? I believe this is the third to last run of the Cup. Let me think. Is that right? I think it is. This course has like a bunch of hazards. It's got like some dirt here at the start. You have to go around. On Boost Labs, we can drive over it with Boost. It's kind of a fun sliding course. The end has a ton of mines, which are super annoying for PB attempts because, well, they don't impact you that much. They hit your energy. And the energy strat that you have for like a PB attempt is like pretty tight. So especially on Boost Labs, you have to be like really careful of these mines. It almost feels like it's almost random, like hitting some of them. So we do a couple here to go for like a little skip. But like these ones here at the end are like almost impossible to avoid on that drift. So we just kind of hope for the best.
That seems so YOLO going for those mine boosts.
Yeah, it's surprisingly not too bad because you if you like hold down, like point upwards in the air, then you'll maintain a lot more height, and then as long as you like touch the course, even if you touch the bottom of it, or like you barely don't make it. So I was supposed to boost drift that.
They'll like clip you in.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, okay. Oh my.
So that boost drift is like a lot of speed, but as a result, you can like lose a bunch of energy from hitting the mines. So. Yeah, like if I had a little more energy because I didn't hit as many mines, I would have been able to boost one more time for that drift, which would have saved me some time for sure.
Nice.
Oh.
Okay. Oh my god.
That was sick. That was a great track.
Yeah, it's a fun course for sure, but those mines are just really rough.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's a super fun course. I like it a lot. Oh, nice 29 on the dot last lap. 0.000. Oh, okay. This is the third to last course. This course, Firefield 2, it has like this insane dive where the course flips upside down a little bit, and if you lift off, your like camera turns around. I'm gonna go for it, and I might die, but I don't really want to show it off. It's like a big deal. Another dark course, but I think it's the last like dark course, so I don't need to be like looking ahead to see anything here. Other than that, it's just some drifting here, and then coming up here. So I'm gonna hit this, and then the course will like kind of twist upside down here, and you can like lift off there as it's like turning over. It's a little bit easier on Boost Laps, so let's see if we can get it there. Other than that, that cylinder's weird. Like when it gets narrower there, you basically detach from the cylinder. So if you're on the bottom, you just fall off, and like you're not expecting it because normally if you're on a cylinder, if you're going with the grain of the cylinder, it's fine. But if you're on the bottom, you just die. I don't know. Also, going through that little cylinder, or going through that pipe kind of backwards it just like looks weird. Like you'd think you'd follow the line because that's usually what you do on pipes, but a little bit faster, just go the other way instead. On the opener, we go with it because we're drifting, but yeah, this section, like, it's one of the more tame parts of the course, but it's still a section with no walls that you're drifting, so it's always a chance for dying there. Oh. You have to like not touch the wall there. If you do, then you just lose enough speed to not get it on the opener. Yeah, on boost laps it's like a little bit easier, but
Since we're getting close, you just want one more donation?
yeah, perfect. Go for it.
Awesome. Okay, we have $50 from Enter Hermit, who says, day one donation for day one bonus game. Ring Fit Adventure is a speed run I may have seen that involves physically running. So with me kicking back with my partner to catch all the great runs this week, someone has to help me motivate to burn off all the snacks I'll be eating. Oh, and I want to see who else is at the island farming lobsters in RuneScape. Anyone here?
There we go.
Oh.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, RuneScape was brought up. And
This is what happened.
I got you. Yeah, so that's the dive. I'm not going to go for it again because it...
You landed it.
I did land it, but I just drove off immediately after.
That was awesome.
But it's so sick. You can go incredibly fast with that.
Don't know what I just saw.
I'm going to go for one more time. I have to.
Another cool update is that we are almost at $9,000, so that'll be 1/5 of the way to the Ring Fit run. Just saying.
Okay.
We got like 2 more runs between this and that.
We can make it.
We got it.
Come on, guys.
Come on.
We are not on pace, but we can make it. You guys got to make it work.
We can absolutely do it.
You could go for the skip like 5 more times.
Yeah.
Helps out a bit.
I got to worry about my estimate. I have to be like a little bit mindful because like, again, if I like play this course forever, this is one of those courses I could spend hours on and not finish a run.
Yeah,
so
I believe it.
I have 2 other courses to show off after. So if I'm playing it safe, I can just kind of like slow down a bit and then do that. But that'd be a good time for another donation.
Yeah, no problem. We have $25 from ATM, who says, I'm playing old school RuneScape with a no standard spellbook challenge. We also have $50 from Craigs, who says, just giving y'all a little extra boost power.
Thank you.
Yeah, we need like a crowd control for this game where they can just give you boosts. You can just hold it the whole time.
That would be so nice. Yeah, or you wouldn't be holding. You press B and then it uses like a set amount.
Fair, yeah.
But yeah, you just be like spamming it constantly. That'd be nice.
Bro, control to put a jump plate in front of you anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, anytime you're like upside down, you just instantly die.
Jump plate, jump plate.
Yeah, so that was Firefield 2, and my PB, yeah, it's like 15 seconds better because the dive saves so much time. So it's a big deal. But second to last course here, we got Whiteland 3. It's just a big old star, which is pretty cool.
Oh, like Kirby Air Ride.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. This game's taken off everything.
I know. Just somebody stole an asset.
It's ripped off Kirby Air Ride this game. Came out.
It's got these sections with like no walls and like ice or dirt later on. It's kind of just got like a bunch of everything. This half pipe's really cool because it's like it's always twisting with like the side attacks, so you can pick up like you can get up to over 2,000 on those half pipe double taps, which is pretty neat. There's also like these mines here, which is weird. I don't know why they're there. They're like super easy to avoid because they're all in the line, but
It looks impressive when you avoid it, though.
I'll take that.
You're like right next to them.
Yeah. Whoa. That was. I definitely exited that drift a little bit later than I thought, or I wanted to, but we survived. Oh. Yeah, you still always have to be careful because like the side attacks pull you to the side, but since they like pull you, basically if your angle is good, then it's pretty easy to, like once your angle is set, you can just kind of spam Z and get a ton of them, but
I still can't get over the fact that the final track is just a foot. That should have been the X, right?
it is a bit unhinged, that's for sure.
It is unhinged. What do we do for
They
the last
knew their
track?
target
I don't know.
audience.
Just put a foot in there. The rules.
Well, I mean, Falcon's known for like the running speed, you know?
No, that's true.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So that wasn't even the case when this game came out, because
Falcon could be really slow. We'd have no clue.
That's true. Just because he could drive doesn't mean he could run fast.
Yeah.
his vehicle isn't even fast, so I don't understand. Like,
I mean, you probably have to be pretty built to be just traveling at 1,200 kilometers an hour
That's
constantly.
true. He has good core strength. For
Yeah.
sure.
really good blood flow to withstand like the 10 Gs of accelerating.
Just flying through the air randomly.
He probably needs robot legs like Star Fox and Falcon.
True.
Yeah.
Explains the knee.
True. It's metal. That makes sense.
I played that like super safe because I didn't want to die there. The higher up the cylinder you go, the more speed you get. So I was just driving and taking this slow. But
Would you say the harder tracks for the run are near the end?
I think they're pretty well mixed. None of the difficulty that we make out of it as speedrunners is like intended. So unless it's like a super basic course like a few in Jack Cup, they're kind of just all over the place based on exactly what's possible. Usually based on whether it dives. Any course with dives would tend to be harder. All right, moving on to the last the Bigfoot.
Bigfoot.
Oh my god.
Let's go. There's a Bigfoot.
There's a Bigfoot
That
sighting
is
at
a
GDQ. No way.
Bigfoot.
I saw Bigfoot on stream.
We found him.
All the rumors were true.
Yeah, so they have these ice sections. This is even thinner than the big hand. So you do a little bit of drifting on the first one, but these walls here, like, there's no way to drift it normally. You kind of just have to like bash into it and bounce off of it. Like, it's the only way to handle it.
I thought you weren't going to hit the walls in this.
Looking at the map, the pinky toe looks miserable here.
Oh, it is. Oh, you'll see it. You'll see
It
it.
looks so bad.
Like, there's nothing you can do.
Why did they think this was a good idea?
It is a good idea.
Why is there
sorry,
just
you're right.
randomly ice on the heel?
Oh my god.
Whoa, what was that?
Don't do that. Scared me. Young man reaction time.
With the voice acting in this game, I really think we should hear like "ow" like every time you hit a wall. Oh my, ow, oh.
Only on this course, right?
Yeah.
Like the big guy is just
Yeah.
like in pain because you're
Hitting stubbing your toe.
hitting
You're
his
just
foot
slamming
with
into
like
walls at 1,000 kilometers an
yeah,
hour.
several 100-kilogram vehicle like at over 1,000 kilometers an hour, just crashing in.
There's no worse pain than stubbing your toe.
Yeah, all of them from the inside.
Oh, yeah.
All right, coming up on time here as soon as I cross the finish line. Assuming I don't die, which could
I was
happen.
gonna-
You never know.
I was going to fit one more really
Go
quick
for it.
donation. Okay. It's just $25 from Hatchling524. He
And
says, I've never
time.
played all time. I've never played RuneScape before, but this run is making me want to give it a shot.
Yes.
That was it.
We're not getting people to play F-Zero X, but we're getting people to play RuneScape.
And that's all that matters.
There we have it. There was F-Zero X,
awesome.
including the expansion gate courses. Thanks for watching, guys. It's super fun. Thanks to you guys on the couch for helping out with the commentary, making it a fun time. Thanks for everyone who donated and watched, and enjoy the rest of the marathon.
Bye, guys.
Oh, I agree. That was so much fun. That was honestly so much fun. Congratulations, David. That was awesome. You did a great job, and you really brought out all the RuneScape fans today. Oh my goodness. Okay, real quick, we have $250 from Clax who says, Falcon, punch! Best of luck to all the runners, this SGDQ. And we are gonna take a quick break, get some water, have a stretch. We will be right back, everyone. Alrighty, and welcome back to Summer Games Done Quick 2023, everyone. Oh, such great runs today. I've been so excited for this schedule ever since the games list came out. Oh my goodness. Anyway, we are getting ready for Zelda. We have our first Zelda game of the marathon. This is going to be the Minish Cap, which is an awesome game. Super excited. Yes, agreed. But you know what's going to happen after that? Ring Fit Adventure. It's happening, right? It's happening. We are now over 1/3 of the way there, so please keep up that support. You all are doing amazing. We have this upcoming run to meet that incentive. How many Ring Fit donations do you want to hear? Because I have all of them. Here we go. $10 from Paity, who says, looking forward to Ring Fit. We have $5 from Sekhmet, who says, Ring Fit $5 train. We have $5 from Damarung, who says, gotta get in on that $5 Ring Fit train. Let's go. We have $5 from the Merchant of Ducks, who says, I'm doing my part for Ring Fit. We have $5 from Lynx, who says, putting in my 5 monies for Ring Fit Adventure. We've got $25 from Vic Kruger, who says, or V.E. Kruger, who says, longtime watcher, first time in the audience. I love Ring Fit. Let's best that weird buff dragon. Yes, Drago is a very interesting character. Alrighty. We'd also like to talk about a couple extra things as we set up for the next game. Here we go. Let's chat a bit about Alien Hominid Invasion from the Behemoth. So this is Alien Hominid Invasion. The new title from the Behemoth is coming this year. The mayhem never ends with infinite replayability as you grow stronger. Wiser ? After each city block in this arcade-style co-op run-and-gun reimagination of Alien Hominid. Get the intel at www.beh.gg/aliens. Oh, it looks great. Love Behemoth games. Also want to talk about Psychic Drive. Psychic Drive has arcade rentals for your event. They specialize in imported Japanese games, which is amazing. They have some of the best arcade games out there. This is based in Detroit, Michigan, but will travel anywhere, which is awesome. There are over 40 cabinets available to choose from, which is super, super cool. Some of the popular games in the arcade at SGDQ, by the way. That's right, we do have an arcade here. You can go check it out and play some games like Taiko Drum Master, F-Zero AX, and we just saw the F-Zero run, so, I mean, now's the time. We got Monkey Ball, DDR Extreme, I love DDR, and Thunitham. Chunitham. I am not good at pronouncing that, but if you want to check out more, you can go to www.psychicdrive.com. Okay, just to keep that Ring Fit hype up, as we are getting more donations in, we have $50 from Tristan, who says, let's go Ring Fit. I lost 5 pounds playing that game. Listen, I'm telling you, it is such a good game and a great workout. No joke. And with that, yeah, speaking of Ring Fit, why don't we head on over to the interview area so we can have Mello speak with our upcoming Ring Fit runner, Verxel. Take it away.